What's up, everyone? Brent from BC Doves, bringing you folks another video. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I also want to say happy 4th of July to everybody. Today we get to celebrate one of the greatest countries in the world's Independence Day and our birthday. So if you guys and girls are out there celebrating, hope you have a good time and be safe. Listen, if you find this video watchable, please leave a like on the channel and subscribe. We post a new video almost every single day. We don't want you to miss out on any music related videos, or for that matter, anything that we put out. And leave a comment down below. How was your 4th of July? What did you folks do? And what is some music that you're listening to now? And what are you hoping to find out there in the wild? Today, I thought, I mentioned in my last video that we completed the Sponge discography, which is great. As a matter of fact, we are listening to this right now. I got it turned down low so that I don't get a copyright hit, but this is Sponge, Stop the Bleeding. And I like it. I couldn't review this the last time I brought you folks a video because I hadn't heard it yet. But listening to it now, and it's pretty good. For all of their albums I listened to, I'd say it's in the top 3 or 4. So out of the 8 that they have. Also, I have the window albums up here. First one to comment on what those albums are, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will pin your comment up top. So, having completed the Sponge discography and keeping the music alive, which is the basis of what I do here, I'm going to tackle a bigger... I'm going to try to have a bigger accomplishment. I'm going to try to do 3 discography completions, kind of not all at the same time, but kind of like mixed in with each other. So there'll be updates on each one of these as I bring you folks new vinyl pickups that I pick up. Also, the programming note, today is I start my vacation. I'll be going down to Melbourne, Florida, to the beach down in Melbourne with my family. So I may have a beach video posted up on the channel, but I don't know if I'll have any music videos posted until maybe I get back. I got a couple things coming in the mail, new, that I don't have, that I'll be bringing to you folks. But I told you folks before in an earlier video that if the band originated before 1980, or before 1990, I was going to try to complete, and if they had most of their music before 1990, I was going to try to complete a complete discography from whatever band that is, all on vinyl. So we're going to try to tackle that feat with one of these bands. And then also there's 2 other bands that's most of the music has came out since 1990, and we're going to be doing those on CD. I have a good start on both of those. On the vinyl one, I do not have that good of a start, considering this particular band has, I don't know, man. I don't know exactly, but it's got to be more than 12 studio albums. I know it's more than 12. But let's start with the vinyl discography that I'm going to start first. So this, I've showed this record many times. This is Blue Oyster Cult. This is their first album. Let me get situated here a little bit better. Oh, sorry. This is their first album. So I have this one on vinyl. It's original pressing from 1972. Self-titled, Blue Oyster Cult. Then we have their second album, which is Tyranny and Mutation. This is their second album. This is a 1973 Tenor Haute press. And then we picked this up last week. This is Blue Oyster Cult, Blue Oyster Cult, Off Your Knees and On Your Feet. And I mentioned that I thought maybe this was their third album, but it's not. It's their first live album. Listened to it the other day. It's a great album. So we got 3, and I've got a couple leads on eBay on their 3rd studio album, which I will be buying this week, which is Secret Treaties. So that'll be coming, and that'll give me 3 of their original studio albums. That's going to take a while. They have a lot of records. The records aren't cheap. If they're in good shape, you're looking at $30 to $40 a piece. So that's going to take me a while to do. Another thing that I want to do and I'm looking to get is, I've showed you guys my box sets, my Metallica box sets. I have the Black Album Ultimate Premium Box Collection and Injustice for All the Ultimate Premium Box Collection. I will be buying Ride the Lightning in the next month or so. So look for that coming. I need to get Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, and Master of Puppets, which I don't know if I'll ever be able to get Master of Puppets for whatever reason. That particular box set is worth, I can't find one cheaper than $1,000. I have no idea why Master of Puppets would be so much more expensive than Ride the Lightning. To me, Ride the Lightning's their best album of all time, but I don't know, and I can't drop $1,000 on a box set. I don't really have it like that. But who knows? If this channel keeps growing, maybe we'll start a Patreon or something like that, and that'll help me maybe to get some of this stuff with help from viewers like you folks. But I do need to get, I have, and I showed on the video before, I have all the recent Walmart releases Metallica on colored vinyl, which I have the Injustice for All, the Kill 'Em All, the Master of Puppets, the Ride the Lightning, the Black Album. They also, about 2 years ago, they released Load and Reload on colored vinyl and Death Magnetic on colored vinyl on Walmart issues, and I will be getting those. Unfortunately, those are around $70 a piece, depending on where you look in the resale market. You want to hear something crazy? If you want to get an original, not even particularly sealed, but still in the shrink, open but in the shrink with the hype stickers, original Elektra Load record, it's going to run you anywhere from $200 to $270. That just blows my mind. But they weren't pressing a lot of vinyl in 1996. But I will be getting those, so be looking for those to come up on the channel. Okay, so Blue Oyster Cult on vinyl. That's what we're going to try to tackle in the next coming months. Also, this next band that we're going to do, and I kind of have most of their music, but it's all over the place. So I have some of their stuff on my iPod, albums that I purchased on my iPod, so that's a digital form, obviously, and I have a vinyl record of theirs, which is one of my favorite records because it's a limited number to 500 copies, and I have CDs of theirs. But what I want to do is I want to get all of these two bands on CD, and this band that I'm talking about here is Our Lady Peace. Now this is Clumsy. I've showed this before. I'll show it again. This is limited to 500 copies. This is a super clean copy. I've had this for about 7 or 8 years now. This is on, it's hard to make out. Why is it so bright today? It's hard to make out. It's on black and white, what they call marble swirl. It was one of those music on vinyls from Books A Million, and I saw it before I even had a record player and even got into vinyl, and I wanted to get that. But this is Our Lady Peace, and we're going to complete this one. I should be able to do this fairly simply. That's their first album, obviously. Clumsy was their first release with songs like Superman's Dead and 3 a.m. and some really great songs. What's another one that you folks may know on here? That's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I'm sorry. Car Crash, maybe another one that you folks know. But anyway, what we need from them on CD is we need, obviously, Clumsy on CD. I don't have that on CD. I only have it on vinyl. But we also need Spiritual Machines 2 and Spiritual Machines 1. Good news on Spiritual Machines 1 is that's already coming in the mail. They had an album called Somethingness, and that I don't have, and they have Happiness Is Not a Fish That You Can Catch, which I do not have, but Happiness Is Not a Fish That You Can Catch is also coming. That's already been purchased, so that's coming. Now I do have Happiness Is Not a Fish That You Can Catch, which is a fantastic record. Everything Our Lady Peace has put out has been just fantastic. They're an incredible band. I don't think they get the love here in America like they should. They're a Canadian band. We all know that Americans love to hate on Canadian bands. I mean, Nickelback and Our Lady Peace just doesn't get the love that they deserve. And if you, I know that probably a lot of you watching are a hard rock community, which is fine. I'm a hard rock guy myself. But if you like some really good musician stuff and some really good singer-songwriter stuff, you cannot go wrong with Our Lady Peace. I mean, you just can't. They're just, Rain and his voice is just fantastic. But anyway, so Clumsy, we got to get it on CD, which I'll probably go ahead and buy that today. I mean, I can get that all day long for $5. This is Burn Burn by them, which is another just fantastic album. Get that a little closer. This is Burn Burn. This is a digipack, what they call their digipack. Yep, right there. And I might even need to, and probably one thing I'm going to do too is upgrade some of my copies because some of these are pretty chewed up. Because I listen to it a lot. This is incredible. I have this, and this is going for a lot of money now on eBay, but this is the playlist, Our Lady Peace, the very best of. There's the CD right there. Just an incredible collection of some of their best work. But this thing is absolutely, I mean, just look at that. Just chewed to pieces, man. I wish I treated my music back, 15, 20 years ago the way I do now. But, I didn't. So, but that's the very best of. Obviously isn't part of the original discography. It's just a release. And with all these bands, I'm not going to go after all their live work, just their original studio albums. That's what I'm going to do. The only band that I may go after some deeper stuff would be Metallica with the box sets and things like that, because they're my favorite band of all time. We have Curve, which is a fantastic album. This is a 2017-ish, I think, release. This is Curve. So we already have that, so we're good to go there. This is, let me see if this is in there. Oh, let me put this up. This is Gravity. Our Lady Peace Gravity with songs like All For You and Somewhere Out There, Innocent, Not Enough. I mean, so many hits. I think this was produced by Bob Rock, formerly, who also produced the Black Album, Load and Reload from Metallica. We have this one. And of course, Navid, which is just another fantastic album with Starseed and Navid, obviously. But there's the Navid record. Like, you can't really see it because it's camouflaged in there. But it's right there. But yeah, so out of what we already have, I only need to pick up three. I can get Clumsy on CD like that. Spiritual Machines 2 is a little more pricey. And Somethingness is a little more pricey. It's going to take a minute to get those. 20 bucks a piece on those. But I should be able to complete that discography and bring you that whole Our Lady Peace discography to you folks by the end of next week or the week after in my videos. So that'll be that. And the next band we're going to tackle, just because I have to, because this band is also one of my favorite bands of all time. I don't believe they've ever put out a bad album. I listened to 2 of their albums today while I was cleaning up the house. They're just completely underrated, not by their peers, but by the music industry as a whole. They got into a bad record deal at the beginning of, when they were getting started, and it was like a horrible record deal, and they just have never been able to get out from underneath it. And I think they just recently have. So they haven't made, the money that most of these other bands have, but they should have. They should be absolutely global superstars, in my opinion, and be able to bring the biggest stage setups and everything else and be stadium touring. But due to their horrible record deal that they had, they just weren't able to. The record company got all their money, basically, Now, this band that I'm talking about, let me just get a random album here just to show you who we're talking about. So this is Chevelle. This is going to be the next one we complete. Now, I have 2 of their records or 2 of their CDs in my CD book. That's sitting over here in the corner. I'm not going to bust that out because I don't have the jewel cases for them because I don't know what I did with those. So because of that, I'm not going to count those because we're going to get them new. Okay. So what I'm missing from Chevelle, and I'm not really missing it because I have them, but I have to rebuy them, is Wonder What's Next, which is their first album, and Point Number One, which is their second album, which I also have on CD. But I need to get Naratias and Vena Sierra I need to get those 2 records. But what I do have to get started on this. So basically, if I wanted to listen to Chevelle, I could listen to every one of their albums short of Vena Sierra and Neratius, because I have a copy in some form or another of those. But we want to be completionist here. That's what I want to do. That's the problem, man. Like, how are you folks? Like, when my collecting, I just get so, I have to be so precise, and I'm such a completionist, and it drives me insane if I don't have everything, you know, I don't want to say categoried, but everything in its own case and nice and neat form and everything else. But this is what we have from Chevelle right now in the jewel case and everything else. This is the North Corridor, which is an amazing record. This type of thinking could do us in. With the still has the hype sticker because they stuck it on the actual CD instead of the plastic that was surrounding the CD, which is a great album. I mean, Vitamin R, The Clincher. It's so funny because they put songs in here like that they thought were going to be singles. The follow-up album to Wonder What's Next. Actually, so this was their second album. I'm sorry. They put songs on here that they think are going to be singles, like The Clincher is and Vitamin R is, but Breach Birth was never a single off this album. There was another one, I cannot remember the name of it now, but Breach Birth never made the radio as far as I know. Hats Off to the Bull, which is one of their later releases. That and the North Corridor are 2 of their later releases. My favorite Chevelle album, which is Sci-Fi Crimes. I mean, look at that artwork, man. It's so cool. Chevelle is always bringing the heat with their artwork. And La Gorgola. So we have that. So we got a pretty good start on everything but the Blue Oyster Cult vinyl discography. You know, and I got to find those where I can see them. If they come up on Discogs at a good price, meeting somebody out in the wild, maybe they got a copy of one. I have 3 record stores I can check out in Lakeland. 4 places I can go look for records in Lakeland. And when I'm in Melbourne this next 3 or 4 days, I'm going to go and see if they have anything local that I can check out down there. Thanks for watching. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I really appreciate the support on the channel. I mean, 53, we gained another subscriber. I know it's a slow roll, but everybody told me it would be. Also, I'm looking to make an intro video to my videos. So like a little intro video. I'm going to get some help from Cambo, which is the other, the C and BC dubs. He says he can help me out with that. So look forward to maybe an intro to every one of my videos coming soon. And without further ado, I wish you guys a very blessed weekend. Hope you enjoy yourself. Leave a comment down below. What are some bands that you have the complete history of or the complete discography of? And if you don't, what are ones that you would like to build? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.